Yes, sir. They can't stop me. Even if they stopped me. Yeah, I'm on it. Ooh, I'm on it.
What's going on, people? How you doing? My name is Michael Ruiz, and I'm making this video. It's going to be my first YouTube video, and the reason for it is some important legislation going down in Congress right now that I believe everybody should know about. The legislation I'm talking about is a bill written by Ron Paul. It's called H.R. 1207. There's a Senate version called S604. So far, the Campaign for Liberty and the grassroots movement have been able to come out and get about 271 co-sponsors in the House of Representatives, and I believe about 8 in the Senate. So we're having tremendous success. However, this bill faces strong opposition. There's some key members of Congress who are holding it back, and that's where we the people need to get involved and call our congressmen and demand that they support this bill. Now, for those of you who are wondering what this bill is about an audit of the Federal Reserve. Basically, we want to add some transparency into what the Federal Reserve is doing. Now, why it's so important is because the Federal Reserve, you have to understand what it is. It is a private corporation owned by some of the biggest banks who have the ability to create money out of thin air.
In 1913, the money power of the country was taken away from the people. By constitutional privilege, it belongs with the Congress, but it was given up in the Federal Reserve Act. The Federal Reserve is no more federal than Federal Express.
Okay, so why should we care about what the Federal Reserve is doing? The main reason for me is because every time they create money out of thin air, every time they go into a bank account and add a couple zeros, every time they monetize our debt, what they're essentially doing is robbing and stealing from you and me, from all Americans. See, every time they create money, what they're doing is causing inflation, and inflation is a hidden tax on the American people.
You as a Federal Reserve Chairman and the Federal Reserve Board and the system create hundreds of billions of dollars without even appropriation process. But then this money gets circulated and some people benefit. The people who get to use it first benefit. The people who get to use it last suffer the consequence of the higher prices. So I maintain that inflation, that is the increase in the supply of money for various reasons, is a tax. It's an unfair tax. It's a regressive tax. It hurts the poor. It hurts the retired people more because labor never goes up and keeps up with inflation. We never keep up with the need for the retired individuals to keep up with the cost of living. So I'd like you to comment on this.
Congressman, I couldn't agree with you more that inflation is a tax and that inflation currently is too high.
Now, I find it absolutely extraordinary that I wrote you a letter and I said, hey, who'd you lend the money to? What were the terms of those loans? How can my constituents in Vermont get some of that money? Who makes the decisions? Do you guys sit around in a room? Do you make it? Are there conflicts of interest? So my question to you is, will you tell the American people to whom you lent $2.2 trillion of their dollars? Will you tell us who got that money and what the terms are of those agreements?
No, because the reason that is counterproductive and will destroy the value of the program is that banks will not come to the decision.
Isn't that too bad?
Alright, people, so what you saw there was an edited clip, but it still holds the underlying premise that these people do not have to answer to anyone. The Federal Reserve, by law, does not have to answer to Congress, the Senate, or to the American people. They can do whatever they want without any oversight or regulation. So, H.R. 1207, S604 is a step in the right direction. The only opposition that these people have is a well-informed, well-educated public. And it's time that we demand sound money. Money that used to be backed by gold. Money that used to be backed by silver. Right now, all our money is this. Paper. Toilet paper at that. These people are silently robbing and stealing from you every day. So what are you going to do? It's time to get involved, call your congressman, and let's get out there. We the people can make a change. Alright, my name is Michael Ruiz. If you hit the more info, I don't know what side it is, You're going to find links to your congressmen's phone numbers, their fax numbers, your senators' fax numbers and phone numbers. You're going to find links that help you understand what the Federal Reserve is and exactly what they're doing. This is one of many videos, so if you're interested in freedom, just subscribe or hit me up as a friend on YouTube. And yeah, man,
how hard you try,
peace.
You can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't